What about the birdsies? Oh man, that's just too cute. I said, well, what about birds? Well, back then, birds meant girls in England. We didn't want to be the girls. I said, well, if we change the spelling, it'd be okay. What about B-U-R-D-S? We went, ugh. And then we came up with the B-Y-R-D-S, and it stuck. So we had a name. But we didn't have a record deal. Well, we went to audition for this agent in Hollywood named Benny Shapiro. And we played a couple of songs in his living room. And we didn't know it, but he had a 14-year-old daughter upstairs. And she came running down the stairs. Daddy, Daddy, who's that? She thought the Beatles were in her house. And the next day, Miles Davis came over to talk to Benny because it was his agent. And Benny's telling Miles, you know, a funny thing happened. These kids came over to audition last night, and my daughter flipped out. She thought they were great. And Miles said, well, kids have a way of knowing things like that. So he picked up the phone and he called Columbia Records. He said, you know that rock band you're looking for? I think I got them for you. And they signed us on his recommendation. But back in 1964, Columbia Records was a very conservative label. They were middle-aged, middle of the road. They had Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet. That was their big act, and Doris Day. So they weren't too happy about putting up rock and roll. So they gave us, the record deal was only for one single. And if we got a hit with the single, we could go back in the studio and record an album. But if we didn't, we were out in the street again. So we needed a really strong song. And nobody thought any of our songs were strong enough. But Jim Dixon had heard about a Bob Dylan song that Bob wasn't going to use because somebody was singing out of tune on it. It wasn't Bob. It was a friend of his. So we got a copy of it sent from New York to LA, and we all sat around on the floor of the World Pacific studio listening to this demo. It's 5 minutes long, 4 verses and 2/4 time. It sounded something like, well, hey, Mr. Tambourine, play a song. I'm not sleepy gang, there ain't no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine, play a song for me. And the jingle jang, I'm on out and And David Crosby said, I don't like it, man. That funky 2/4 time is not going to play on the radio. Well, David had a point. The radio was playing the Beatles and the Stones by then. They weren't playing a lot of folk songs anymore. So I had an idea of how to fix that song up for radio. I've been messing around on my electric 12-string Rickenbacker with the little Bach-like stuff. Little Bach. What if I put something like that on the front for an intro and then kick the whole thing up with a Beatle beat? It might come out okay for radio. Came out like...